Hello, welcome to Final Fantasy XVI. My name is Ussur. As you can see by that green marker, I had side quests and I didn't do them. I'm a bad boy. I was sick between the time I recorded this last and now.
It's not a bad one. How's Jill doing?
Oh, she's been better. Ty is making sure she gets the rest she needs.
Good.
Any word on Kupka's movements?
Vivian's doing what she can to try and track him, but she's feeding on scraps. We've sent ours out to the curse breakers and their other friends in the west, asking them to keep their eyes peeled for anything unusual. No leads yet, but it's only a matter of time.
All right. Let me know when you find something.
Question, why are we worried about Kupka?
Alright, Clive. Still busy saving the world.
Yeah? Who are you?
Mid. When did you get back?
Just now.
What about your studies?
Adjourned. Since Hugo Kupka invaded Rosaria. All the canvas in uproar about it. He's gone mad. He's turned rogue. It'll be us next. You try concentrating with all of that.
All right. You win.
You staying this time?
Dunno. A while, most likely. Any road, while I'm here, I was hoping you could do us a favour.
Mid. You can't just expect me to...
Please, oblige her.
What's up with the hammer she's got back there?
While
got a hammer on her head.
down Kupka, you should have a little time to spare.
Professor! Now there's a face I haven't seen in a while. Shouldn't you have it buried in a dusty old tome?
I did, till a familiar trill pricked my ears. As ever, your exuberance is a breath of fresh air, which successfully scattered the painstakingly assembled fragments of my thoughts.
I'll take that as a compliment. Well, Clive, you heard the professor. So, I'll meet you in the storeroom when you're done.
Wait, hold on. Breath of fresh air? Bloody tempest, more like.
But why are we worried about Kupka? He has no hands.
You got my guilt. Huh? What are you on about?
My fee for bringing Mid across. She said you were paying.
Ha!
That little...
The Clive's just like, I'm out of here.
Storeroom, was it? I wonder what Mid's plotting.
So they did release some DLC from this, and it increased the level cap for the mode I'm in from 50 to 55. So that's nice to know. 50 was the level cap, which was like 7 Remake. Alright, what do you need?
You took your time.
I'm a busy man, Mid.
I'll get to the point then. I want to turn the room down there into a workshop like the one I had at Dad's place.
Mid, you've only just come back.
And I've been thinking about it for a while.
Let's put her to work.
Dad
We
said
need
I had
help,
a knack
right?
for engineering. Told me everything he knew about it, then sent me off to Canva to learn everything he didn't. That was his dream for me. That one day I'd put my studies to use for the good of the cause.
So
But
let's
I'm hoping no one stuck at school.
put her to
I've
work.
studied enough. It's time I put my knack to work. I know that I can help the people here, and I want to do it.
Well. If Sid could see you now. All right? I'll tell Otto you'll be staying.
I knew you'd say yes. Which is why I wrote up a list of jobs for you.
Me?
Who else?
What do you want me to do?
First things first, I need equipment and materials to start making my own. There's the designs for the stuff I need, and the stuff it needs smithing from. The other materials I can work myself. Just need a generous benefactor to lay them on for me. Apart from the wood, I'll need a carpenter for that, but I can just borrow yours.
Is that everything?
For now. I'll let you know if I need out else.
Prioritize quest, yep. We gotta get her to work.
Where to start? Materials and tools. That means Karen and Blackthorn.
Yeah. Good luck with Blackthorn.
Was wondering where you'd got to. Mid's back from Canva. Have you seen her?
Yeah.
Just now. She's planning to set up a workshop in the stores and ask me to buy her some materials. Here's the list.
How much is it gonna cost me? I do have quite a bit of money.
Think you can find everything on there?
This lot. Wouldn't be much of a trader if I couldn't.
Excellent. As for payment,
It's paid 100 times over by what that girl's done for us. If it weren't for her filters, we'd have naught to drink but blight water, and that would have drained the life out of us long ago.
Cool.
indeed it would.
I'll send the stuff on to Mid when it comes in.
Thank you, Karen.
Oh, she's so sweet. What's up, man?
Blackthorn, you busy?
What does it look like?
I have a commission for you. From Mid. She requires certain tools. Do you think you can make them?
Bloody hell. What's she planning to build with this stuff? An airship?
Let's hope so.
I'll see what I can do. Till I'll bring them over when I'm done.
My thanks. And Mid's, no doubt.
Looks like everybody's got a soft spot for her. I'm gonna turn around and talk to
just leave the
Blackthorn and see if
carpenter.
there's any
Let's
weapons.
see if Bardolph's available.
Clive. So, what'll it be?
Yeah, grindstone. Earth shard levin bolt.
No scratches, alright?
Item equipped. Awesome.
Anything else?
Nah, man, that was the main one. I wanted that. No, carpenter. Carpenter.
How do, Master Sid?
Bardolph. Mid's looking to build a workshop in the storeroom, and she needs the aid of a skilled carpenter. So naturally I thought of you.
Well, I'd love to help the young miss however I can. But I'm afraid I got my hands full just keeping this place afloat. There's holes need patching, and if I don't patch 'em, we'll all of us sink into the mere. I'd gladly spare Mid all the time I have, but the sad truth is, I ain't got none.
I see.
It don't have to be me, though, does it? What about that other fella? You know, the one over at Martha's Rest. Bernard, was it?
That's right. And he is a friend of the cause.
Okay, I'll
ask
go
Martha
fetch
if she
him.
can spare him. Thank you, Bardolph.
Least I could do.
Alright, so we make for Martha's Rest.
Ah, Clive, what brings you to the rest?
Oh, you know.
Our home finds itself in need of an extra carpenter. I wondered if I might be able to borrow Bernard for a short while.
I don't mind if he don't. We're all friends here, ain't we?
Yep.
Thank you, Martha. Do you know where I might find him?
He went up to Cressida on business. No idea what, mind. Place is a ruin.
Why do
Far
people
as I
keep
know,
going
he's
to
still there.
ruins
I'll look from there then.
without me? It's an interesting looking sword. I don't know how sharp or useful it would be. Oh, yeah. I can't even remember if I showed off the fact that I did a side quest and found out that the wild chocobo around was my chocobo. He's got an eye patch because he took that damage when we thought he died. So, let's use him. I keep forgetting that I still have him. But he was in charge of like a local herd, and I saved him, I think from bandits or poachers or whatever. And now I got my chocobo back. Please, they're level 19s. I'm not gonna bother. So I'm a level 29, and if I remember correctly, like the first playthrough of Final Fantasy VII Remake, you could beat it at around level 30, 35. Probably closer to 35. Dismount. So, hey man, what you doing? Repairing some bridges?
And the lad who saved my life. What
So
brings
I
you to a
might be
place like
getting
this?
closer and closer to
You
the
do
end of
earn it.
this.
Martha said I might find you here. I have a proposition for you.
Oh, Do you now?
Yeah. Storyline exposition. Because we don't need to rehash it again.
Building a workshop, you say? Well, that beats tacking boards to bridges, sure enough. And if Martha didn't mind me being gone a while, then neither do I. You just tell me where you want me.
That's the spirit.
Yay!
I couldn't ask a favor, though, could I? Before we go?
Yeah.
Of course.
Kill all those monsters. Clear out the room.
There's Cressida, where I grew up. Ain't much left of it now, though. Except my parents' graves. But I came up here hoping to visit. I even patched up the bridge to get across. Only to find the place crawling with fiends.
Not a problem, man.
But you're a dab hand when it comes to dealing with beasts and bogles, ain't you? Any chance you could,
Of course.
It's the least I can do.
Well, thank you kindly. And take care.
Yeah, I'm pretty dangerous, Bernard, so don't you worry about a thing. My dog and I will take care of everything. Are they even on level? Oh, they are!
This shouldn't take long.
Over here!
And down he goes. Anyway, I just find it funny. The things I cut off are now what I'm using in battle. All done, Bernard.
You made short work of that lot.
Of course I did.
Thank you, son. Now my folks can rest in peace once more.
No problem.
How long is it?
Check out that scarecrow on the back. It looks like Vivi.
Oh, people started packing their things after the duchy fell. Between the Blight and the Imperials, you just couldn't make ends meet.
The Blight?
Must be nigh on a decade since the last wagon left.
There's grass growing.
Oh, it may as well have been a century, looking at the place. This isn't the Cressida I remember.
I'm sorry.
Ah, don't be. Can't live in the past, no matter how nice it might have been. Soon as I'm done saying a prayer for those that raised me, it's on to your hideaway. I'll meet you there.
Sounds great. One, I'm going to explore Cressida a little bit, but two,
Better head back before she thinks of anything else.
their scarecrow is literally Vivi. That's the cutest scarecrow I've ever seen. I mean, I hate to be rude to Bernard here, but you got 10 chunks of Wyrite just lying here, man, ready for the taking. I don't know what else you got. I hate to just, like, loot your parents' homes, and I'm not gonna loot their graves, but it's for the cause, man. I'm making this a world where everybody can live the way they want to live. So, like, I'm glad I did, but like, he just gave us a sob story about how everybody left and his parents are gone, and you know, oh man, this isn't the home I remember growing up in, and here I am like, hey, shit to take. I'm totally taking it. This looks like an area where there might be a creature to hunt, like later on. Like, there might be oh, what's his name even? The little Moogles might have me go on a hunt there. Okay, back to the hideaway. Well, this is going to be an episode all about Mid and getting her workshop up, but hey, cool. Alright, Mid. What have you got for me now?
Alright, Clive? You've all done then?
I am.
I am. I've placed your various orders, and a carpenter by the name of Bernard is on his way from Martha's Rest.
That's brilliant. Thanks, Clive.
Is there anything else you need?
Nope. Blackthorn Dawn and Lady Karen have already sent over everything I asked for, and I've got all my plans drawn up. So as soon as Bernard gets here, we can get to work. I can't wait.
Cool. Have fun with that. I don't know what you're going to do and provide, but maybe I'll get to upgrade my base now. Level 30. 300 attack and stagger. Almost 200 defense. Wow. Breath of the Earth. Reduces wind-up cooldown. That's cool.
That's my good deed for the day done. Let's see how Jill's faring.
Yeah, let's do that. I think I've got even more side quests now. I have a feeling that she's turning to stone.
Clive.
Yeah?
Talia, how's Jill?
Recovering, but she still needs her rest.
Of course.
Can I see her?
Take care of her, won't you?
I'll do my best.
I should, like...
Oh, Gav was looking for you. He said he had something to show you in the shelves.
The shelves. Oh, that's right. He went to ask Harpocrates about Torgal. He must have found something.
Like, I'm happy to let her rest, but can I at least say hello? She's not here. Is she over here? Will I get away with it? Hi, Jill.
I'm feeling a lot better, thanks to Talia's remedies. But she insists I rest.
Well, that's fine. I just wanted to say hello and... Alright, guys, what do you got for me?
Where have you been?
About?
I've been wanting to ask you something about Torgal.
Ah, okay.
Where did you get him, like, in the first place?
I don't know, I started the game with him.
My father brought him back from one of his expeditions into the Northern Territories. They were crossing a snowfield when they heard his cries, and seeing no sign of his pack, they took him in.
What do you reckon, Tomes?
It certainly adds weight to the theory. Clive, I believe that Torgal may be no mere hound, but a rare frostwolf.
Cool.
An animal native to the far northern reaches of Valisthea.
But why is he using lightning then?
In one of our oldest bestiaries, I found reference to a frostwolf who served as guardian to an ancient queen of the north. Such was his mastery over ether, he could cast magics on command. His name was Fenrir.
Okay, cool.
Fenrir the Frostwolf.
Are you okay with Torgal still?
The annals do not state it explicitly, but I have reason to believe this queen was a dominant of Shiva.
Interesting.
A girl from the Northern Territories and her faithful hound. One awakens as the dominant of Shiva, and the other...
You're saying that Jill granted Torgal his powers?
What?
Just like Fenrir. People called him my hound, but Torgal and Jill were inseparable. He grew up as a faithful companion to the dominant of Shiva, and years later, his powers awakened.
When she was in trouble.
When his master needed him the most.
You're right. If it weren't for Torgal blasting those bastards to Kingdom Come, Jill would have been for it.
Wow.
Right. Though Torgal's power is his own. His latent birthright as a Frostwolf. It had only to be unlocked.
Oh, get you, Torgal.
You're an even finer hound than we thought.
Yeah, I am.
And regarding your original concern, you need not fear for Torgal's health. Why, the beast has the appetite of a behemoth. Just this very morn, I found him with his nose buried in my nuts.
There you are!
I'm sorry, I'm a child.
Bernard's here.
That was funny.
I need you to introduce us so we can get to work.
I shall be a moment.
Sometime later. Man. She's got a setup.
Isn't it brilliant?
It is.
So what
Well, I
now?
couldn't have done it without you. You and everyone else. But I promise I'll pay you back. I'm gonna work my fingers to the bone for you lot, starting right now. Just you wait. I'll make wonders like this world's never seen.
Then I look forward to seeing them.
Could be a little bit more excited live. All right.
Now that that's settled, I wonder if Vivian's made any progress tracking down Kupka.
Yeah, first we're gonna talk to Mid.
Thanks for letting me do this, Clive. I'll pay you back, I promise.
Okay, there's nothing there. All right. Midadol.
I wonder what she's going to dungeoneer next.
Dungeoneer? She's dungeoneering? I don't...
I think I'll wait till Mid's away to take a tour of her dungeon.
To take a tour of her dungeon? What? Whatever. Let's go see if we got anything on Kupka so we can finish what we started with his hands.
How goes the hunt for Kupka?
Largely in circles. We have myriad sightings of strange soldiers in unexpected places, but nothing definitive as yet.
That's cool.
If only we knew for certain by what route he left Rosalith.
Well, keep at it. If anyone can piece this puzzle together, it's you. And I'm willing to wait as long as it takes.
Wait, we're just gonna stand here? She's going to get irritated by you standing over her shoulder.
What? Here?
Would that be a problem?
Do you know, Clive? I believe it a mercy that you didn't inherit your father's throne. Your poor people would surely live in fear of you.
You have nothing to worry about on that front. I won't be claiming his crown.
That is a relief.
Why?
Clive, have you got a minute? We, have a guest.
A guest?
Okay. Who is it? Oh,
For your trouble.
my uncle.
It was a pleasure, in hindsight. Uncle Byron? Clive, my boy! Tap a cask and stoke the ovens for your favourite uncle is here!
Only uncle. Meanwhile... God, that thing's huge. Twinside, the Holy Empire of Senbrek.
The Dalmekian government sues for peace. How shall we respond?
If they're willing to accept their fault in the matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Still, we must insist on substantial reparations. Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dalmecs empty their treasuries for us.
Of course, none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
Indeed, I doubt any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan, nor less the wit to win him over.
The Empire owes you a great debt.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness.
What?
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
I'm lost.
Very good.
And I don't think this guy's up for everything that's going on.
Now, let us come to the question of precisely when the Dalmecs will withdraw their troops.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments. The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can. And once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
Wow.
Your Radiance, were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him. And while His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dalmex to send for him, he would not arrive in time. As much as I would enjoy witnessing a clash between Bahamut and Titan, it is not to be.
Wow.
And what of your subjects, Your Radiance? If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
He doesn't care.
There will be losses, it is true. Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built. The Empire will live on.
That first part you might want to pay attention to, Prince Dion, because you can always breed another person if someone falls.
Yes, sire.
It's kind of what happened to you. You're not the only prince anymore, and he probably wouldn't mind you falling.
Prepare for battle.
But sire...
Don't make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
If that is your wish, Your Radiance, I shall depart at once.
I'm wondering if that kid's all there. The other prince.
May Grega forgive you.
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, Your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
Uh-oh.
So Annabella's tales were true. You disappoint me, Dion.
Wow. Conniving little witch. What's up with your mom, Clive? Man, she's a monster.
What on earth is Uncle Byron doing here? Only one way to find out.
Yeah. There is. Let's go talk to him. And that's probably where we'll wrap it up. I'll try and get some side quests done in between episodes. Alright. What do you got for me, Uncle?
Ah, my dear nephew. How I've missed you.
How did you find this place, Uncle?
Through the good offices of young Sir Wade. He really is the most helpful fellow.
Yeah.
As are you, I hear. The Guardians and those they freed tell the most outlandish tales of your heroics in Rosalith. Which is why I came, to learn the full truth of the matter. Sort the fact from the fiction, so to speak.
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of Rosalith to Port Isolde.
I was, aye.
Then I have questions for you. Please, come inside, Uncle.
Gladly. You there? There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers, would you?
2,000?
Yeah, I can see that reaction.
And I'm afraid that is all I know.
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde. Most intriguing.
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Kupka withdrew wounded from Rosalith. Still less that my own nephew dealt the decisive blow.
I'm pretty impressive.
What do you think, Vivian?
I think, with this news of the Dalmekian fleet and recent reports of the Royalists' movements, that the final piece of the puzzle has fallen into place.
Awesome.
Come here and I'll show you.
Yeah. Show away. What are we doing?
It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast. So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly her Royal Navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Ein Herjar, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry. A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes, it seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea. So then, had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him? Why, home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts.
Oh,
but would that not
shit.
entail an arduous voyage around the southern cape?
Yeah.
Let us say that the Royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde. To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance. No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it.
Okay, so what's the alternative?
So what then was the plan of our Waluda friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert. And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port.
Okay.
To wit, it was the Royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat. I would stake your life on it.
Okay, well, thanks. So we might be able to make it there in time if it only takes days over land, right?
So it was the Waluders who spirited the wretch away. Now I think about it, there was something a little strange about the ships I saw. The men seemed almost crestfallen, as if in mourning, as if they believed, or were made to believe, that their master was dead.
You have a keen mind, Lord Rosfield.
We Rosfields
and
all
you have
do.
your answer. To find Kupka, you have merely to follow the Royalist trail across the Velcroy. It may well have gone cold by now, but as they say in the Republic, all roads lead to Drake's Fang.
So I should just go there.
Allow me to accompany you part of the way. As luck would have it, I had intended to journey Canberward on business after visiting you here. The Fang would be but a short detour.
I'd be glad of the company. Give me a moment to make ready. I need to tell my friends what we've learned. And where we're going.
Very well, but be quick about it, my boy. Time waits for no man.
Okay, take it a little bit more seriously, Uncle. We're about to have an epic battle of badasses. Anyway, that's where we will pause this one. I'll try and get some quests done, so when we do meet up with Kupka, this time I can finish him. Anyway, leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell so you can see when I post new things. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Catch you all in the next one. Bye!